I need your advice on GE dehumidifier problems.
The clean the filter light will turn on after 250 hours of use. When you clean the filter or replace it, you have to hit the filter timer pad to restart the clock and turn off that light.
That's not one of the lights or error codes I'm trying to figure out.
If the coils were freezing, that light would be a good indicator as to why. After all, not enough airflow to move chilled air out means it gets too cold.
You can't have that problem if there is a refrigerant leak too.
The coil could freeze if the room is below 40 as well, but I don't think your basement is that cold and wet.
It only seems that way. Problem is, I have a dehumidifier and it is still wet in there.
If the dehumidifier does not turn on, it may be because the bucket is full or the humidity is at the level the sensor thinks it should be.
I empty the bucket regularly, so that's not the cause.
If the float sensor is too high, it'll shut off the unit when the bucket is half full. If the bucket placement sensor is broken, it'll turn off because it thinks there isn't a bucket.
I'm getting formal error codes.
If the bucket full light is flashing and you've got an alarm sounding, the drain hose is loose so the thing thinks it will leak. Or the drain hose is kinked and it is warning you before the mess gets too big.
It sounds weird that the thing has an alarm.
The alarm goes off if the bucket is missing more than 3 minutes. And if there is something else that it thinks you should know about, like water spilling onto the floor.
That might explain why it runs and does not have much impact, if the water just got on the floor before evaporating back into the air.
If you cannot set the controls, that may be because the compressor turns off while the fan runs another 3 minutes. Then you can actually set the fan to a lower or higher speed.
I know it is normal to have a couple minutes that you cannot turn it on or set the controls after a power interruption.
The units are supposed to restart after a power outage or interruption like a brownout, but they do not always. Just like errors because the sensors are malfunctioning or the control board is messed up.
What do I do about the errors if it is not something like replace the filter?
Replace the sensors or replace a control board.
Or replace the entire unit, since the control board plus labor is as expensive as a new dehumidifier.